Greetings and salutations, poetic family, those who love poetry. I'm your girl Cupcake, and this is the Poetry Life Battles. Coming to the stage to open up the live stream, to open up the stage is our beautiful, beautiful, lovely Janaya on Fire. Come on, baby, do your thing.
My name is Janai on Fire. I'm a member of Red Dragons. The scripture I have today is Psalms 118, verse 24. This is the day which the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Psalms 118 and 24. Father God, I want to thank you for today, waking us up today. And I want to bless all the poets that are here for today and hope to have an amazing match. It would be blessed with their scores they are given. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go on and bless this stage and coming to the stage first with a poet of fire, Lo the Goddess. Go on and bless us with your game.
What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Here we are. My bad. Had to get this situated real quick. For right now, we have the host. We have Miss Cupcake, and as the judges, we have Dr. Eric Curry, we have Empress O, we have Nation, we have Lyrical Q, and we about to get this party started on the road. Sorry, my bad, little slip up, but we back here at Cupcake. I'm finna go ahead and give you the reins to this horse where you can ride this horse. Man, pause. That was crazy, man.
I was about
We
to say
starting
you
out
don't want to talk to
right
me about
today.
riding nothing because I get down, baby. I
Hey man,
ride like
look.
I know what I'm doing. You might want to retract that because I had somebody proposing to me by the end of this competition. But
Okay,
let's do this because we true to this. Coming to the
okay.
stage, coming to the stage, representing for us ladies, those who love poetry, those who are doing what they doing and loving what she doing. Lo the Goddess, tell us who you are, where you from, and who you represent, baby.
What's up, y'all? I go by Lord Goddess. I am from Chicago, Illinois, and I am repping those bold words.
Awesome. All right, go ahead and take the stage, baby. You ready when we ready.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You have to introduce public apology. Like, what we doing?
No,
Let's
why I gotta introduce the poet with apology when it's on Lo the Goddess? It's about her. I'll introduce him when it's his turn. It ain't his turn.
I mean, we have to do the coin toss. We don't know who go first. We have to introduce both of them and do the coin toss.
All right, my bad. Okay, let's take this. Take two. Tell me when you're ready.
And we are live.
Coming to the stage is Lo the Goddess, a beautiful woman representing all us ladies, putting them words onto paper and making that paper come to life. Going against the amazing Poet Without Apology, awesome brother. We're going to do the coin toss. Lo the Goddess, what do you take? Heads or tails?
I take heads.
Okay. Go on and toss that coin, TK. Go on and toss it.
It is tails.
God damn it.
So who you want to go first, baby?
I'll let Lo the Goddess go first.
You are an amazing man. Go ahead, sis. LTG. Do your thing, baby. If the stage is yours. Let's go.
Before I teach you how to hunt, you need to understand why ghosts exist. They are born in rooms where something terrible happens. Ghosts are not born in graveyards. Something happens and everyone agrees to call it nothing. They are born the moment someone says it wasn't that serious. The moment a story is folded small, pressed flat, and put neatly in the back pocket of history. Ghosts will remain when the truth is buried alive and everyone expects it to stay quiet. So if you're going to be a ghost, do it right. Don't drag chains. Don't moan down hallways. Don't audition for fear that's theater. Be legacy. Rule one, hunt what they tried to erase. Not the house, not the body, not the bed. Hunt the moment they said it wasn't that serious. Stand inside that sentence, stretch it, make it echo until the walls remember what the witnesses tried to forget. Rule two, don't whisper doubt, whisper truth. Truth is heavier. It does not float, it sinks. It presses on the chest at 3 a.m., fogging up the mirror, sitting at the edge of the mattress saying, you know. You know what happened. You know what you allowed. You know who you had to become to survive it. Rule three, never hunt the innocent, hunt the comfortable. The ones who benefit from the silence, the ones who ask, why are you bringing this up now? The ones who call history, drama, and justice too loud. Be the draft at their collar. Be the name they cannot say without choking. Be the memory that refuses to be polite about it. If they say it's over, rattle their archives. If they say that's in the past, drag the past to the living room and sit it on the couch. Turn on the lights. Rule four, don't beg to be seen. Real ghosts don't ask for permission. You do not need validation. You do not need a witness. You do not need a confession. Exist anyway. Exist in the cracks of their comfort. Exist in the questions that they dodge. Exist in the silence that follows your name. Rule five, if you were once in the body and now you're the aftermath, understand this. You are not the wound. You are the warning. You are not the scream. You are the echo that refuses to die. And when they finally turn, heart racing, voice shaking, and they ask, what is it that you want? Lean in, close enough for recognition, and say, I don't want revenge. Revenge is small. I want truth with teeth. I want memory with backbone. I want justice that stops whispering and finally uses its outside voice. I want a world where survivors don't have to die first to get taken seriously. But until that world learns how to tell the truth, until silence loses its power, I will haunt every room that tried to forget me, every story that tried to shake me, every silence that tried to bury me, because ghosts are not revenge. Ghosts are what happens when the truth refuses to stay dead. And that's that piece.
Oh my goodness. Snap, snap, snap. Fire, baby. That was fire. Good job. All right. I mean, I'm just saying it's thick. Coming to the stage, coming to the mic. Uh-oh. Do I know your name, Big Daddy? Do I know who you are?
You know who I am.
What? Tell me who you are.
I'm Poet Without Apology, representing the Red Dragons out of Akron, Ohio.
Absolutely. You ain't got to make no apology because I ain't going to listen to it. Go on and take that microphone. Do your thing. The mic is yours.
Growing up, I learned my voice comes with a disclaimer. Use at your own risk. Don't talk back in one-way conversations. Don't be right in the wrong room. See, your voice is like your opinion. Everyone has one, so shut your mouth, boy. Yes, First Amendment gives freedom of speech, but my people inherited the consequences of it. So before I learned cursive, I learned code. Swallow my questions before they sound like an attitude. Keep my volume stitched low in my throat so it can't be mistaken for a threat. Children, especially black ones, are to be seen and not heard. Silence is what America taught us to practice. And this is not a metaphor. This is case law. This is precedent. This is Emmett Till accused of whistling at a white woman, and they made a bird song, Drink a Whole River. It used to be illegal for blacks to testify in court against white people, meaning we could witness the crime and still be inadmissible. And when court finally heard us, America moved trials to the trees. Mary Turner was lynched for speaking out against her husband's killers. And if you think the silencing stopped in the courthouse, nah, they even edited God. They printed a slave Bible missing whole miracles, tore out the parts where God sounds like freedom. And even after the laws changed, the lesson stayed. Freedom of speech comes with fine print. Freedom, as long as your truth doesn't name who profits from the lie. They hid our accomplishments in the back of textbooks and in February paragraphs and called it inclusion. Example, Robert Smalls, a black man who took over a Confederate ship and sailed freedom past cannons and flags, past men who would have killed him for breathing too boldly, and delivered that ship like liberation had a destination and he knew the route. If they knew the truth about Robert Smalls, they'd have to admit we weren't born to be saved. Given the chance, we can save ourselves. And don't get it twisted. We've been standing on business. Madam C.J. Walker didn't just sell product, she sold possibility. Annie Malone built distribution like Destiny had storefronts. Black Wall Street, black dreams written in ink and brick. And what did America do when we proved prosperity could be black? They burned it, bombed it, looted it. That's the inheritance too. Build and they will call you lucky. Build again and they will call you dangerous. Build too high and order shows up with a match and badge. They say freedom of speech, but not freedom of safety. Still, we build microphones everywhere. The church, the porch, the barbershop, the kitchen table, the music, the march, because if the courtroom won't hear us, we make the streets a witness stand. Civil rights wasn't one speech, one day, one man. It was a choir refusing to whisper. It was Fannie Lou Hamer telling America the truth with bruises still fresh on her tongue. See, jazz said what we couldn't put in a complaint. Blues turned pain into proof. Hip hop filed the report when the system lost it. See, poetry is testimony when the world objects to our existence. So I'm rewriting the will. I want America to inherit the whole story. The legacies we built, the wealth they burned, the art we made out of what they left of our ash. See, Black excellence isn't an exception, it's a tradition. Your voice is not just expression, your voice is power. So vote like your ancestors didn't need permission. And after you vote, keep speaking. Speaking up in meetings, in classrooms, in boardrooms, in art, in love, in grief, in truth, because freedom of speech shouldn't be a slogan. Tonight, I'm cashing in my inheritance. I'm tearing the fine print off my throat. I'm a poet with a poem, no apology, and I've paid enough interest on silence. Tonight, I'm making sure freedom spell checks my name before she ever speaks it again. Poem.
Oh my God. You know what? You ain't even got to apologize for nothing. Big Daddy, you did your thing. That was amazing. And I know you're going to make it hard for the judges to decide who won this round, but yeah, don't ever apologize for your work. You are amazing, and I receive it. Peace and blessings, my brother. TK, what you got to say?
Man, look, both of them fire, Red Dragons, Bold Words in the building, man. Both of y'all set the stage on fire. But before we get into the judges and see what the judges got to say, why do y'all pick the prompt that y'all pick? We're gonna start with Load of Goddess. Why did you pick the prompt that you picked?
So, for the whole time that we've been in playoffs, I've been writing to both pieces. And although my Heritage of Silence piece is meaningful to me, I feel like a lot of people don't understand like Ghost Instructions sounded different, but two, it's very important to have what people experience be recognized. And so I feel like that's what I tried to do with Ghost Instructions. It's like, even if they try to discredit you or erase who you are, you never stop demanding justice and truth to ring out. So yeah.
Okay, Poet Out Apology. Why you chose the prompt that you chose to pick?
So like Load of Goddess, I did the same thing. I wrote to both prompts. I'm glad I didn't perform my Ghost Instructions piece because Load of Goddess's poem was banging. I wrote to Inheritance of Silence because I wanted to
Ready to go home?
speak truth to power and bring that to life.
Ready to go home?
That's the struggle that I feel we have sometimes, is that we don't get to speak without consequences to our freedom of speech. So I wanted to make sure that I brought that to life, and yeah, so that's why I chose that particular prompt, or performed that particular prompt.
Okay. Well, look, both of them was bangers, man. Red Dragon, Bold Words in the building. Now it's time to get to these judges and see what these judges got to say. We have Lyrical Q, we have Empress O, we have Nations, and we have Dr. Eric Curry in the building, man. Look, I'm going to start off with Lyrical Q. Man, look, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do.
Hi, I'm Lyrical Q. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I'm in school and I love writing poetry. That's it.
Okay. So we're gonna start with Load of Goddess. You have any words for her? You want to jump into the score?
I actually like this piece. I've only heard you one other time, and I know that it kind of left me wanting just a little bit more. But when I heard you tonight, it was well crafted, well written. Your flow was nice, and I thought all together it was like a really dope piece. So mad props on that.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get to these points real quick for Load of Goddess. What do you have for penmanship?
For penmanship, I gave her a 5. I thought you said we was doing it 1.
Yeah, by the point scale, you can do the 5 is the highest, or you can go 4.9 or 4.8,
Oh, okay.
4.7. So
Okay.
5 is the highest.
Yeah, 5 though for penmanship.
Okay, what do you have for impact?
For impact, I gave her a 4.
Okay, for believability?
I gave her a 4.
And for substance?
Substance, I gave her a 5.
And for delivery?
I gave her a 5 because I just felt like she did a lot different, a lot better this go around with me being able to see her.
Okay, and that is a 22 from Lyrical Q. Let's go ahead and jump to Poet Out Apology. Poet Out Apology.
Oh my gosh, man, dude, nobody can just paint such a vivid picture with their words and storytelling the way that you do. Like, and the feelings and the emotion and the passion that you write with is like, yeah, I respect that. I definitely respect your craft and how you stick to yourself. You know that you're a unique writer and you don't try to change that for anybody. And I like that as well. And your piece was like, I gave him 5s all across the board.
Okay, 5s across the board from Lyrical Q with a total score of 25-25. Let's go ahead and jump to Empress O. Empress O, tell the people who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
Good evening. Good evening. I am Poet of Praise, also known as Empress O. I am currently down south by way of Cali, the Bay Area. I do spoken wellness, which combines home health care, spoken word, gardening, and all things life. I'm happy to be here with you guys this evening. And wow, did you come out the gate with that fire, baby? For sure.
Look, fire, fire, fire. Let's go ahead and start with Loda Goddess. You have any words for her? You want to jump right into the score? It's on you.
Yes. Miss Lowe, to me, you are definitely a wordsmith to be reckoned with as well. And I was just like, wow, with the whole, accountability, needing peace for inner healing. Really, you were just slapping them upside the head with, you're not going to silence my hurt, my truth, my pain for whomever it applies, and that we need to heal loudly. So I appreciate that. It was excellent.
Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the scores real quick. What do you have for penmanship?
I gave her a 5.
Okay, what do you have for impact?
For impact, I gave her a 4.
For believability?
A 5.
For substance?
A 5.
And for delivery?
A 4.5.
A 4.5. Let me add them points up and see what she came away with. $23.5. Okay, let's go with Poet Apology. Any words for him, or you want to jump right into the score?
Yes. You also are very captivating, sir, and I love that you chose that so we can experience both uh, topics. The fact that you spoke on the slave Bible and them just burning down our legacies while they act like we're begging to be given something that we already had that they stole was just like magnificent the way you worded it. Because I'll be dang near cussing folks out when I think on the things when I'm trying to do my spoken word about it. So I try to stay away from those topics these days to keep my blood pressure down. So I appreciate you for bringing it to the forefront.
Right.
Yeah, that Fannie Lou is near and dear to my heart. So you have me over here just trying to be professional while the patient was on with their telehealth doctor, but I was in another room cutting up. Lord have mercy. Keep doing it. We need it. We need you.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get into these points real quick. Let me go ahead and put Loda Goddess up here and let her have her spot.
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into the what it act like they didn't want Loda Goddess. Oh, she jumped back out. That's why. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into these points real quick. What do you have for penmanship?
I gave him 5 across the board.
5 across the board. That is another 25 from Empress O. Okay, let's go with Dr. Eric Curry. Eric Curry, tell the people who you are, where you from, and exactly what do you do?
This is the Dr. Eric Curry. I'm the CEO and founder of Peculiar Sound Entertainment Media. I'm also the host, one of the hosts of the Too Big for That show on our 3rd season. You can search and find us anywhere. And I am a survivor. I'm out here surviving. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Man, most definitely. Look, let's start with Loda Goddess, the first poet. Do you have any words for her, or do you want to jump into the score?
Very well crafted poem, but we can go ahead and jump into the points.
Okay, what do you have for penmanship?
Penmanship, I give her a 5.
For impact?
4.
For believability?
4.
For substance.
5.
And for delivery.
4.
And that is a total score of 22. 22. Let's go ahead and jump with Poe without apology. Any words from him, or you want to jump into the score?
To start, relatable storytelling, did a great job with that. And then we can jump into the score.
Okay. What do you have for penmanship?
5.
For impact?
5.
For believability?
5.
For substance?
4.
And for delivery?
5.
That is a total score of 24-24. Appreciate you, Eric Curry. Let's go ahead and go with nations. Hold on, let me get. Okay, you got Nation in the building. Oh, he keep on jumping out. Okay, hold on.
You kicking me out.
Okay, we got Nation in the building. Working
Yep.
on that Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Okay, we good. We good. Okay, look. We're gonna start with tell the people who you are, where you're from, before we even start off with this. Who are you?
I'm Nations, Big Face 50 the most.
Mm,
From Chicago, Illinois, born and bred.
let's go.
I'm an artist myself. I love poetry. Got my own business, Nations Locks Beauty and Barber Salon.
Okay. Look, we're gonna start with Low the Goddess. You have any words for Low, or you want to jump right into the scope?
I'm gonna say this to both artists at once, so we can just jump right into the scope for both of them. Both of them, fire, flame. I loved hearing both sides of the story. You know, I appreciate both points. You know, you should never be quiet, and your hurt should always be heard. And truth is truth, brother. They holding us hostage, but we should know better.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. You so what's your scores for Low the Goddess?
For penmanship, I give 4-5.
Okay. Okay, for impact.
For impact, I give 5.
Okay. What do you have for believability?
A 5.
For substance?
A 4-7.
Okay. A 4-7. And what do you have for delivery?
A 4-9.
And that is a total score of 24.1. 24.1. Okay, let's go ahead and go with Poe without apology. Any words for him, or you want to jump right into the score?
We can jump right into the score.
What do you have for penmanship?
A 5.
For impact?
A 4-5.
For believability?
A 5.
For substance?
A 5.
And for delivery?
A 5.
That is a total score of
Hold on.
24.5. Okay. Let's go ahead and add these points up. You know, I got my people in the background doing these trusty work with the calculator. You know, shout out to the people that are behind the scenes. Well, we go ahead and get into the scores real quick and see what poet come away with the dub today. Let's get to it. We got the beautiful Miss Cupcake in the building. She's the host for the most. You know, she gonna take over my job and let me kick my feet up today, man. Shout out to Miss Cupcake in the building. And we're gonna add these points up and let's see who come away with the dub. Okay. The scores are in. The scores are in, everybody. I know y'all anticipating. So, okay, so let's get to it. So, Dr. Eric Curry gave a Load of Goddess a 22. Nation gave Load of Goddess a 20, a 24.1. Empress O gave 23.5, and Lyrical Q gave a 22 with a total score of 92.6. Let's go ahead and jump with Poet Without Apology. Dr. Curry gave him a 24, Empress O gave him a 25, Nation gave him a 24.5, and Lyrical Q gave him a 25 with a total score of 98.5. Poet Without Apology come away with the dub today. Shout out with Poet Without Apology. Let me bring up Load of God is back up here. Okay, we in the building. Load of Goddess. Poet Without Apology. Poet Without Apology. You come away with the dub today. Let's talk about it.
Well, I just got to say, first,
Over here, man.
I'm honored to be able to go against Lo the Goddess. Her writing, her poem was
Yeah.
fire,
He got
and
to
I'm
get
so
home.
glad that I didn't do my ghost poem because hers was like I said, was fire. But I thank the judges for the win, and again, I'm just honored, and I appreciate everyone and Red Dragons.
Red Dragons, man. Load of Goddess. Hey, awesome poem. Amazing poem. Man, you did your thing today. Man, you have any words?
Can y'all hear me? I know my
Yes, we can
stuff
hear
going in
you.
and out. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can
All
hear
right,
you.
first off, shout out for that apology. That was a dope piece. I already knew as soon as you started going, I'm like, yep, he got it. I already knew it. So shout out to you, much love and respect to you. I'm honored to go against you as well. But yeah, hey, that people put a piece like that, who wouldn't lose? So
Hey, man, look, shout out, man. Shout out to both of y'all. Bold words, Red Dragons in the building, man. Y'all already know what's going on. On to the next match, man. Until then, y'all already know what's up. Let's go ahead and get to it. Our next match is not Load of Guys. I'm tripping. Sorry, Lo. I'm tripping. It's Righteous Soul. Righteous Soul is in the building. So shout out to y'all. I'm gonna bring her up real quick and let's go and get this party started. Okay. Let me get the people back in the building. Okay. We got Lyrical Q, we got Nations, we got Cupcake, Dr. Eric Curry in the building. Um Cupcake, you might have to judge on this one, man.
Can y'all hear
Empress
me?
O. Empress O is not in the building. Yes, we can hear you. Loud and clear, Righteous Soul. What's going
Do I
on?
need to go in and come back out, TK? If you could
Can
put
you
it
hear
in the
me? One,
chat if
two,
you can't
one.
hear me.
Yeah, you probably got to
Let's
go out
try
and
it
come
this way.
back in. Okay. We waiting for Righteous Soul to jump back in. But man, that was a fire mess. Eric Curry, what was your thoughts on it? It was fire.
To be honest with you, my initial thoughts from listening to both poets, I feel like we have two really good poets that are competing today. And the delivery from the second poet was spot on. It was really good. So, yeah, it looks like got a really good lineup today. So,
Hey man,
everybody
we
go
got
out and
some
bring
dope
it.
matches, man. Look, Eric
Yeah.
Curry, are you not entertained? Look, it's finna get crazier, man. We got one of the best in the league right here, Righteous Soul, Living Legends in the building, man. Righteous Soul, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what team you represent. You know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to get my thing in the chat again because it disappeared on my end. But I am the Righteous Soul. I am from Moscow, Tennessee, but I currently reside in Memphis, Tennessee. And of course, I'm repping those double L's, Living Legends.
Living Legends in the building, man. Shout out. So, look, what prompted you choose to go with?
I went with the ghost one. I can't remember the title.
Okay. Ghost instructions. Okay. Man, look, we about to get active, man. Sorry that your opponent was here. God Indigo is not present, but we still need you to go ahead and drop your points so you can get this scores and get your points for your team, man. Shout out to you, but let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let me know whenever you're ready.
Okay, do you have my title?
Yes, I have your title.
Okay, cool. Then I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. Right to soul. You know what to do. It's on you. Let's go.
These days, I'm easy to leave. I've mastered the art of letting people be. And if they don't call, if they don't text, it won't bother me, which brings me to the ghost who once haunted me. She taught me that most people are afraid to say they don't people. That turns good people into beasts, which is why ghost people. My ghost once was a broken human who tried to leave me a whole robot. I'm a child of a king, queen. You should have taken a better shot. You chose the coward route. Instead of talking it out, you ran. And they say there's so much good in goodbye. What a good lie. You can't convince me that you could just leave someone after they almost died and still be considered one of the good guys. But good try. It wasn't always bad, so don't think I'll forget about all the good times. But that's where people get caught up, glamorizing the goodbyes. And I'm no longer one of the kind of women you can just ask for forgiveness, boo. Now you got to ask me for forgetfulness too, because as long as I remember, baby, we can't move. I'll try to forget, but it'll keep coming up in everything we do. You'll try to make it up to me the best you can, but that's just it. You might ask me about something you left in my car, and without even thinking, I'll say, ask that, but that slipped out. Like the body parts you easily gave away that night. Our bodies are temples, and you treated yours like a construction site, always letting strange people work on the foundation without building it right. How you let your dead friends give you ghosting advice, Caspers, women without lover contracts, knowing that once upon a time I was the one who made your heart contract, and every time you threw it, I made it come back. And afterwards, we always celebrated like, baby, congrats. For how we ended, what can I say? Other than my bad ex-bae, I thought I could get away with a few bad days, hoping you see through to my good like an x-ray. They always told me righteous don't save her. She don't want to be saved. She ain't looking for saving, but I found out the hard way that if someone else has better biscuits, you don't mind sharing your gravy. You were a sexual being. And when I started focusing more on the grind, you forgot that when I'm not touching your body, I should still be in the back of your mind, just like I forgot when I'm not touching your body. That leaves room for other eyes. So of course they try. Don't people always try what's fine? It was your job still to decline. Why did I believe I could fix you? And you weren't even broken. I bet God was laughing every time I prayed about us. And I was the only one missing the joke. And I got a heart, so that shit wasn't funny to me. And when you slept with someone else, why was forgiveness the first thought coming to me? I mean, what did my mom raise me to be? A simp, a wimp, a trip. Today, I forgive you for asking for that break and then cheating. Like I wasn't smart enough to know that's why the break was even needed. That was a horrible bed I made. Fellas, women got game, but you only know how much after you've been played. And I was shocked too, but I didn't know how shocked till after I was tased. The nut job she became just cracks me up these days. Now she's somebody else's good time. Or good riddance. I forgive her because it's not her fault that I'm full of bad decisions. She presented me with a masterpiece that still needed revisions, and I would have been okay with the rough draft because I love that girl, so it turns out. But in the future, I cannot be so mediocre that I settle for lackluster. I'll be the first to tell you that she's a runner, she's a track star. So good luck, Ghostbusters. And if they ever catch you, just know I didn't lose you to choose peace. I finally lost us to choose me.
Okay. Let me stop this time. Stop time, man. Fire. Live and let
I can't
in
hear
the
you, so I'm gonna
building.
go out and come back in if y'all can hear me.
Okay. Look, that was fire. Man. Look, we don't need right to soul right here to get to these points real quick, man. Look, fire. We're gonna start with Nation. What's going on? What's the word? Nathan, are you there? You gotta unmute your mic. I don't think he's ready to go. We're gonna start with Lyrical Q. Lyrical Q. What's going on, man? How you feel about Righteous Soul poem?
Oh, she did dope. Her piece was, man, I can relate. I can relate. I can relate. I done been there, lived that. And she always come hard. She always brings something dope to the table.
No doubt,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Look, let me bring Righteous Soul back up here and put her back in the spot because she got to hear the words you have to say. Hold on, let me bring her back real quick. Oh, she keep going in and out, in and out. Okay, until she get back. Look, we're gonna keep it going. So, let's go ahead and get into this point. So, what do you have for penmanship?
I gave her a 5 for penmanship.
Okay. Hold on, she jumping back. Let me see if I can get her back on the stage real quick. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can get. Okay, I don't know if she can hear, but she's back in the loop. She's back in the loop. Okay. So let's recap a little bit. What you get for penmanship again?
I gave her 5 for
Oh,
penmanship.
okay, 5 for penmanship. What do you have for impact?
Impact, because it just hit me, so I had to give her a 5 right there too.
Okay, what about believability?
Gave her another 5.
Okay, substance.
Math, yes, same 5.
Okay. And for delivery?
Dope, 5.
Okay, a 25 from Lyrical Q. Okay, let's go ahead with Dr. Eric Curry. Hey, how do you feel about Righteous Soul?
For one, it was extremely witty. That forgiveness bar was fire. Really dope. She gets 5 all across the board for me. Don't give those out.
Okay.
You know
TK,
I
can
don't
you
give those
repeat?
out.
I didn't hear it.
Okay, he gave you all 5s across the board. He said your poem was amazing. Lyrical Q gave you all 5s across the board too as well. So shout out to both of them. Let's go with let me see is okay. Nations in the building. Nation, what's going on? How do you feel about Righteous Soul poem?
That shit was on point.
Nobody else.
Okay. So let's. You have any words you want to jump into the score?
And both
I
poor
can't hear the
brother.
words.
We can jump right into the score.
Okay. So what do you have for penmanship?
5,
Oh, a 5 for penmanship. What do you have for impact?
4.5,
4.5. Okay. What do you have for believability?
4.7,
4.7. What do you have for substance?
4,
What do you have for delivery?
4.6.
4.6. Okay. Appreciate you, Nathan. Now let me go ahead and give it since Cupcake wasn't available to judge this one. Let me go ahead and put my 2 cents. But Empress O had jumped back in the building, so my duty will be relinquished again. But let me go ahead and give you my scores. And for penmanship, I gave you a 4.1. For impact, I gave you a 4.7. For believability, a 4.2. For substance, I gave you a 4.4, and for delivery, I gave it a 4.4 as well. Let me go ahead and add these points up, and let's see what you came away with. And true enough, we have our own calculator in the background while all of this is going on. She punching in the numbers. So shout out to Miss Shorty Rock for calculating these numbers for us. Okay. Okay, so I didn't calculate some of these points up now. It's time to calculate them all together and see exactly what is the score is going to give. Let's go. Okay, your score was altogether was a 94.6. 94.6 for Right to Soul. Let me bring her up real quick. Right to Soul. Are you there? 1 2 1 2.
I'm here, but I wasn't in. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, loud and clear. I know it's some little internet issues going on, man. I don't know what it is, but look, we here. You have a 94.6. Shout out to you for the high score. You know, Nation gave you a 22.8. Dr. Eric Carey gave you a 25. Liver Q gave you a 25, and I gave you a 21.8. Boo, boo to me. I was the lowest score, so boo to me. But shout out to you, man. You come away with the dub today, man. Even though your opponent wasn't here, but hey. Someone got to lose and someone got to advance. So shout out to you. Any words for you?
No, just thank you guys. I appreciate everything.
Okay, man. Shout out to Right to Soul, man. See you next week. Hey, let's get active. So our next opponent is Mr. Amazing. Now his opponent wasn't here today due to family issues, man. She's in our prayers and hoping everything is okay with her situation. But the show must go on. We have Brandon in the building, Mr. Amazing, the problem in the building. Man, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what team you represent.
What's up, everybody? I'm your boyfriend's favorite poet, representing Kansas City, Missouri. Proud member of that team. Bold Words, B-O-W. You know what it is.
Okay, Bold Words in the building. You know, we live in effect. But hey, man, look, your opponent's not here, so you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Look, what prompt did you chose to go with today?
I'd rather let the poem speak for itself.
Okay, oh my bad. Let's go ahead and get active. Brandon, Amazing, the poet. I mean, the problem. My bad. You are a poet, but you are a problem, and you finna show these people why you are a problem. It's on you. Let's go.
I'm a glutton for misconceptions. Like, when I was a kid, I thought jalapeno was spelled with an H. And I know folks told me it's spelled with a J, but I stuck to what I knew. It was ja, not ha. I also thought tomatoes were vegetables. Mr. Quiet for Peace. Thought a friendly face meant friend, and then I got proven wrong. There was even this one time when a lady told me I couldn't understand feelings of insecurity and violation because I'm not a woman. And the more I think about it, the more less than I felt like I have to be a woman to not feel safe in my own home. To wonder who's watching my house this time because I've been stalked before. And I've even been scared in places like church and poetry, my safe spaces. You might not believe it, but don't my looks look like I've been sexually assaulted before? Consider changing my number because I want it to not disappear from folks I really want to hear from now. Private and scam likely are identical twins. So better yet, let's play Swear to God. Swear to God, I don't know what unweighed attention feels like. To regret sleeping with the wrong person, having soul ties I never asked for. To do the one thing that I agreed to do consensually, and that was be an adult. Masculinity does not exempt me from the feelings of guilt, hurt, shame, or defeat. I wish I wasn't triggered by particular make and model. Not a prisoner in my own body to screenshot to be a victim of one-sided opinions. Because the truth is, y'all, the more fluent the bias, the more fluent my silence. Because my whole life I've been told as a man, don't cry, don't blame, hide your hurts, never show that you bleed. And I played this role so well, seems that I've had my truth ignored. I even wrote this poem in some semblance I owed myself just to be greeted with panels more interested in being my prosecution than my defense, was even made to be the problem, even when I'm the one who broke code for those who look like me, calling the police to protect the peace because men don't often report as much as women. So downsize my experience. And they say that sins of the father will fall upon the children, and I pray my kids don't inherit this quiet or the events that created it. Because there are some things parents and kids should not have in common. Abuse and violation is too much an us thing. But this lady said, I couldn't understand because I'm not a woman. And as much as I may need the help, it just seems safer keeping it to myself.
Okay. Amazing the problem. Most definitely is a problem. I love fire. Look, I can't sway the judges. I can't. That was fire. But we're gonna go ahead and get straight to the judges to see what the judges got to say. We're gonna start with Dr. Eric Curry. How you feel about amazing the problem?
Well put together, well delivered. So yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and jump right to it. Let's go to the points. What do you have for penmanship? One, two. Rock with me. Are we here? 1, 2, 1, 2.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you. What do you have for penmanship? Okay. A penmanship of 5. What do you have for impact? Oh. Well, we're gonna jump back to him. He jumped out. Let's go ahead and start with Lyrical Q. Lyrical Q. How you feel about amazing the problem?
I feel like he did an amazing job. I really liked his piece. You know, of course, always a pleasure to
Watch out.
hear him perform or whatnot. So it was overall a pretty good decent piece. Actually, it was better than decent. It was great.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get to these great scores. What do you have for penmanship?
Gave him a 5.
What do you have for impact?
4.
For believability?
A 5.
For substance?
A 5.
And for delivery?
I gave him 5.
That is a 25 from Lyrical Q. Let's go ahead and go with Empress O. Empress O, how do you feel about amazing the problem poem? Was it a problem? Let's get the answers.
Yes, sir. He was a problem times 10, and I loved it, and I want to hear it again and again and again.
Let's go.
You know what, sir? You just opening up soul wounds and cleaning house and carrying on. You better keep on keeping on. You better share it, those cleansing tears, and show them what real men do, because the ones in the prisons are stalking our streets are the ones that don't know how to shed a tear and be free. So I commend you. And anybody telling you different, like that old crazy idiotic woman telling you your pain doesn't matter the same, like, wow, I want to see her in the streets on site.
Look,
because that's crazy.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Let's go ahead and jump into these numbers. What do you have for penmanship?
5 across the board.
5 across the board. Oh my gosh. That is a 25.
With a
25,
with a jalapeno on top.
Let's go. Man, look, let's go ahead and go with Nation. Nation, you in the building?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. What you felt about amazing the problem?
Yo, I appreciate that poem, brother. That was nice.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get into the scores. What do you have for penmanship?
A 4.5.
A 4.5. What do you have for impact?
A 5.
What do you have for believability?
A 4.7.
1 2 1 2
A 4.7.
4 7 4 7. Okay. What do you have for substance?
A 5.
And what did you have for delivery?
A 4.5.
A 4 5.
I didn't
And
too
that is
much catch the beginning was kind of he was kind of choppy in the beginning, so kind of fucked with me.
okay. And that is
Pardon me for asking.
23.7.
Was it choppy that you couldn't hear me?
No, it was like it almost sounded like you didn't know what you was finna say, but you knew what you wanted to say, and I don't know if it was for impact or not, but it kind of threw me.
I explained it after the discourse.
Okay. We waiting on Dr. Eric Curry in the building. He was just in here. He jumped out, but if not, I will go ahead and judge this since I was here to hear it. Let's go ahead and get to a 5 for penmanship. For impact, I give it a 4.7. For believability, a 4.8. For substance, 5. For delivery, 4.8. And let's add those points up and let's get to it. So that score is a 24.3 for me. Let's go ahead and add these points up and let's go ahead and see what he got away with. Let's go. And that comes out to be a 97.3. Any words, amazing? With the high score of 97.3?
Hold on. My math isn't adding that real quick. Hold on.
Okay. Let's go and get this math be math. We know we have 1, 2, 3 second opinions.
I have a 98.
A 98.
Mm-hmm. Nation scored me a 23.7. You
You
scored
most
me a
definitely right.
24.3.
You most definitely right. My bad on that. My bad. It is a 98, exactly a 98. Let me get you on no point. It is a 98 on the dot. Any words?
This is my first time performing the poem. So I'm really when I read the prompt, I finally found the reason to write this poem and finally do some work that I've been needing to do. I went through an experience. I've been through a few experiences, including being sexually assaulted, to be stalked, to be mistreated and made to feel like because I'm a man that these things don't happen. And to even have friends and loved ones who basically told me I asked for some of the things as if anxiety, depression, insecurity, and all these things are just women problems. They are men problems. So when I saw this prompt, I saw a chance to not only do some work for myself, but to also maybe help get some men free out there because we quietly have been victims to some of the same things women are going through. And we should be championing them just as much as we need them to champion us too. So I hope that with finally getting to do this for them and finally sharing it, that maybe I help somebody out there and let them know you ain't alone. And I appreciate that this was the right platform to do it.
Man, look, we appreciate you dropping that heat up on this platform, man. We had that little correction in the background. Lyrical Q gave you a 4 in impact, so your total score came out to be a 97. My bad.
Well, okay, understood.
My bad. Thank you for the correction in the chat. Shout out to the people. But look, there was a fire match. Even though your opponent wasn't here, shout out to her. Praise go out to her. Man, on to the next week, man. Look, it's time to get active. Our next match, I believe, is K-Spaz and Cinnamon Soul. Let's go ahead and get active. Before we do that, let me play a little commercial in a break to give us a little bit more time. Let's see. And shout out to everybody that's a part of this, man. It's been a long time, but we are here. And shout out to everyone. Let's go ahead and get active.
Love audio heavy, and you can't have no fun young without no money young, boy. 75 an hour, man. You can go over there with them boys down the street. They be hooking you up for $40, and you gonna hear them creaks in your music beat. Hey, I'm talking to you. Yeah, the one up there trying to record on Bad Lab. Hey, you better come get right. Audio heaven or nothing. Let's go. Let's hit that stump there. Get it. I'm talking about from top heavy hitters. Pooh Shiesty, YTB Fat, Rob 49, Tory Lanez, Trap Boy Freddy, and many more, man. Tap in, Audio Heaven is the only place to go.
Shout out to Audio Heaven. Shout out to Audio Heaven, my boy Chris Gibson in the building. For that for sponsoring this playoff match. You know, shout out to Audio Heaven. Became one of our sponsors, so shout out to them. Cross promoting. Let's go and get active. Our next match, we have K-Spaz on the 1s and 2s. Let's go ahead and get active. Okay, we got K-Spaz in the building. Make sure that we got all the judges up here, and so we can make sure that we can judge this properly.
Yeah, hopefully. Hope so. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Okay. This is okay. K-Spizzle. Tell the people who you from, man, and what you do, and what team you represent.
Yo, I'm Spaz. I'm from the west side of Chicago. I'm a spoken word artist, and I'm representing B-Dubs. Let's do it.
Okay. I gave your opponent enough time.
I know.
What can I say, man? K-Spaz. What prompt did you choose to do?
You'll figure it out.
Oh man, okay, man. Surprise for us and all the judges, man. Case Pass, you know what to do. It's on you. Go walk.
I hear somebody in the background. All right, can everybody mute? It's crazy how a good moment can turn painful. A pain-filled physique, but fighting Americanly and Irish kind of pain. Kids, they play around and laugh. See, they go ape on bars and they slide down slides. There's a game called Ape. A game played amongst children, and sometimes the pavement tags a child. Now, ain't that some clown shit? Picture a child in a park, and then it turns playground, where gravity teases a kid's left foot and the right shoe's lace is clumsy. And now we go from playing to the ground. A recipe for present scrapes and future scabs and bruises. As guardian, the job is to calm the kid, clean the wound, and remind them that it just may happen again. And that's just example one of trying to enjoy yourself and it hurts. Let's examine example two. Funerals and repasses. Funeral processions turn me to go back down memory lane of moments and memories made meaningful. Minutes turn Kodak because they'll eventually only last forever once the moment fades. I'm looking at cadavers and tears while fighting crime. And repasses, they make you feel love. With family members that don't even rock with you, be squares, not in your circle, but want to hee-hee and ha-ha. But I guess since we all grieving the same kind of pain that we all fighting it, so smiling through saddened faces, teeth peeking through lips that are soaked in salty fluid that flow fluidly. Now, let's get to the third. The gut punch that almost made me throw up last night. See, I've never been pregnant, but I've been through 2 successful pregnancies. Now, I'm going through a miscarriage, but for a second, dear Nugget, you ain't gonna miss your carriage to heaven. Now, does anybody know what it's like to watch their woman in real life and you not be able to help them in pain? Watch her steady switch positions, tossing and turning, searching for comfortability in dark mental and physical spaces, where each moan and groan comes from a place of pain, a palace of pressure, pushing unnecessary punishment through her pelvis. And the only thing you can do is POP, hold it down. See, I ain't never wanted to be so full of help, but been so helpless. The first icebreaker came a cold moment. I actually farted. And that sounded like a doctor not trying to come in a room, but it was really just air trying to exit. I couldn't breathe, and neither could she, but we made light of a dark situation that's heavier than a rock in me. Trying to become MCEE in that moment was tough. I've been watching her in first and second person moan and groan at little jokes that are cracked, and her laugh turns crackle. And in an instant, I didn't remember that the small things matter. The attempt to murder a moment of sadness is monumental in itself. Small things build bigger, and that's what was whispered in my ear. Ghostly instructions made themselves very much clear to believe that battles will arise, but the war is already won. You got to get on up and push P peacefully on your own, because James Gunner, he ain't even real. And I've been instructed through watching my son fall time after time, remind him that it is life and he's going to be fine. Funerals, while I smile amazingly to keep myself from crying, to know I need to let it out, because holding tears hostage only equals self-sabotage. And right now, dealing with the passing of a barely born baby, to stay supportive and if need be, take my own backbone out and build a new one for my lady if need be, so that she can stand straight. And for me to be me, and not let today deter me from tomorrow, and have a Leah's mindset, because we can dust it off and try again. And to be clear that the lesson sometime, just sometime, is to laugh through moments where tears may find you. But the last thing a ghost gonna instruct me to do is love my children and my woman. Thank you.
Okay, that was Case Spaz, Case Fizzle. Man, look, let's go ahead and get to these judges and see what these judges got to say. We're going to start off with Nation, man. Look, Chicago. What's happening? How you feel about K-Spaz's poem? Oh, Nathan jumped off. He'll be back. Let's go ahead with oh, he jumped back on. Hold on. Let's get it back active. Okay. Let's see where he at. Okay. Well, look, until he jumped back. Hold on.
I'm right here.
Let's get it straight. Okay, Nation, what's going on?
What's to it? What's happening?
I mean, you heard K-Spaz, man. Chicago, man. Tell me how you feel about his poem.
Man, he ain't battling nobody. This is kind of hard. He ain't battling.
Look, I mean, people getting scared. They got cold feet. What can I say, man? Hey, man, look, he still got to get his points. Are we there, Nation? 1 2 1 2. I think he didn't froze up. Look, let's go with Lyrical Q. What you thought about K-Spaz's poem?
I liked it. I've been a fan of his from when I first heard him, and his pen is his pen is it go hard, and his metaphors and just his lyricism, his cadence, his delivery, his and just how his mind works, the creativity. I have to give mad respect and props to that.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get into these points. What do you have for penmanship?
Penmanship, I gave him a 4.7.
A 4.7. Okay. Let me get my calculator up real quick. Okay, what do you have for impact?
The impact, I'm gonna give him the same.
Okay. What do you have for believability?
For believability, I'm gonna go ahead and give him a 5.
For substance?
For substance, I'm gonna give him a 4.7 as well.
Okay, and what about delivery?
A 4.5.
And that comes out to be 23.6. Let's go ahead and go with Nation again. He jumped back in the building.
My bad, fam. Battery had died on me.
My man Nation, you good?
Yeah, my battery had died on me.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, look, gotta keep them charged, man. Look,
Gotta keep
Chicago, man. Illinois in the building, man. How you felt about K-Spaz?
Yo, that was an awesome piece. Especially like the line when he was like, be filled with so much help but be helpless. Bro, that struck a nerve. And I don't even normally comment on the contest like this, but that struck a nerve right there, bro.
Look, nah, that's big fact. Let's go ahead and get to the points. What do you have for penmanship?
5.
For impact?
5.
For believability?
A 4.9.
What you have for substance?
A 4.7.
And what do you have for delivery?
A 4.7.
And that is a total score. Oh, that can't be right. Hold on. It said it gave him 44 points. Hold up. You can't get 44 points. Hold up, man. Hold up. Calculate trip. And what did you give him for delivery again?
4.7.
A 4.7. Okay. I ran a 4.7 in high school one time. Okay, total score of 24.3. Now let's go with Empress O in the building, man. Look, shout out to Empress O, man. Look, how you felt about K-Spaz?
Man, K-Spaz, you usually have some dope lyrics, and this time I was like, wow, you let me in on a whole nother piece of you, and it helped me understand you even better. That whole guardians cleaning the wound as a former teacher, it's a big deal. And the fact that you flipped it and spoke on the soul after that, but you're so right. Like that's our main job to clean it, protect them, and put them back out there. Don't give them the message of be fearful now, but rather be mindful and keep pushing. So I love that about that. I didn't quite get the gist of if your child is still with us or not. If so, I'm so glad, and I hope that your child is thriving. And if not, then my condolences as a fellow angel parent. But wow, that whole excruciating pain and you feeling her pain and bothering to immerse yourself and try to understand it, big props because a lot of men just don't give a damn and it's on us until the baby is swaddled and you feel like holding it. So that's not my experience. I'm just saying I know people that are like that, and it's painful for the mothers experiencing that. So you're giving a voice to even us and our pain while sharing your own. That's double dope.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm going through a miscarriage. You will.
Okay, well I'm here if you want to talk to me outside of this. I'm here.
Most definitely. It's time to go to the scores. What do you have for penmanship?
I gave him a 5.
Okay, what do you have for impact?
A 5.
What do you have for believability?
Definitely 5.
For substance?
A 5.
And for delivery?
A 4.5.
And that is a total score of 24.5. Okay, okay. Now it's time to give my scores for Case Pass. Because Case Pass went in fire poem. Look, I think we got a lot of feedback. Hold up.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, look, okay, look. Let me see what it is. Hold up, hold up. All right, all right, all right. We back live. Good audio, good audio. So, okay, let me go ahead and get into my scores. I gave him Case Pass a 5 in penmanship. I gave him a 3.7 in impact. I gave him a 4.2 in believability, and I gave him a 4.8 in substance, and I gave him a 4.2 in delivery with the total score of 21.9. 21.9. Let's go ahead and add these points up and see what Case Pass came away with. Hey, human calculator, let's go ahead and get this job going crazy. Let's add these points up. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, we got the points in the building. The points in the building. Hey, the total score came out to be a 94.3. A 94.3 for Case Pass. Case Pass, your opponent wasn't here, so you advance to the next round. Hey, it's time to get active. The next round get a lot tougher. We getting these people that's not here out the way. So hey, this is an elimination match. So Cinnamon Soul did get eliminated. So shout out to her for participating. Guy Indigo got eliminated. Shout out to him. Right to Soul came away with the dub. Hey, part of it. Hey, it's the playoffs. Got to get active. So our next match. Look, I'm just going ahead and bring them up real quick. I ain't gonna just leave y'all anticipating what's going on. Man, we got True Poet versus Oso in the building. Let me go ahead and bring them up real quick. Oso versus True, the poet in the building. True Poet. Let's get active. Okay. We in the building. We have Empress O. We have Lyrical Q. We have Naces in the building, and yours truly, TK the Poet. We in the building. We are here. Look, let me go ahead and let y'all introduce yourself. I already gave it your name, but they don't know any more information about you. Man, look, we done had some one-on-ones. Like, this is a next very important mess of the night, man. True. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let them know where you're from and what team you represent.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Good deal. Wait, no, let me put my phone on. Do not disturb. We don't need none of that.
Okay, I see you also with the microphone. Okay,
All
I see it.
So, first of all, I want to say, TK, you've never ran a 4.7, but I'm True Poet out of Little Rock, Arkansas. You know what I'm saying, representing them living legends, and yeah, let's have a good battle. Let's do this.
Okay, next poet, introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are, where you're from, and what team you represent, and what you do.
Whoa, hey everybody. It's your boy Oso the Poet, also known as Ontario Smith, and I'm hailing from Shreveport, Louisiana, and I represent the team of Bold Words, and I'm looking forward to the match. Let's get it cracking, baby.
Let's get it cracking, man. Look, we got the coin toss, man. Look, True. Heads or tails? What side of the coin you want?
Let's go tails.
It's in the air. Oh, it is tails. Who you want to go first?
Hey, Oso, do your thing, dog. Go crazy. Let me see what
you
got the mic for.
Hey, man. Oso, you already know what the deal is. Before we get started, what prompt did you choose to go with?
Allow the poet to just speak, brother.
Oh, okay. My bad. Hey, go ahead and do your 1 to 2. Oso the Poet, it's on you. Let's go.
I recall we had found us a nice, quaint, private spot where we could be alone. It was on the top floor of a casino overlooking a portion of the city. Though it was by the river that we shared a late dinner of hot food and cold drinks beneath a clear sky and some beautiful stars. The entire evening, we conversated so easily that we had created a connection. I guess by us holding hands often to shorten the distance, time elapsed, though our moments swelled, floating on the warm breeze of emotions, and before you knew it, we were caught up, and like a snapshot, the ink was cast. Distance and time passed, only to discover another lie was the last slice of the pie that divided you and I. So within the inheritance of the silence, we shared our goodbyes, for what was understood doesn't need to be explained. So within that silence, we allow the pieces to fall where they may, imprinting yet another learned lesson or reoccurring character within this matrix of the human experience, from which I've learned that being truly genuine is a rare gem amongst this treasure chest of fraudulent representatives of themselves, though neither you nor I should cry over spilled milk, but rather be mindful that the affairs of the heart is an art that one must master within the silence of their own home.
Okay. Oh, so good timing. Hey, True. What prompt did you choose?
I'm the same way, man. I just want the judges to be able to decide that for themselves. I think it was 2 prompts, ghostwriting and inheritance of silence. So I'm gonna let y'all figure out which one I chose to go with.
Okay. Hey, man, look, it's on you. Let's go. Hey, you on mute. Your microphone on mute. Hold on. Your mic on mute. You on mute. True. You on mute. Okay, there you go.
I'm sorry, but America muted my people long before a button ever had a chance to. Because the first thing police officer will tell you is you have the right to remain silent, but then turn violent when you refuse to be quiet. They slam you on the ground, so your freedom of speech, they took away that chance too. But enough's enough. America, you don't love us. We've been in this rigorous relationship way too long for you to still be trying to cuff us. Give it a rest. Have we not proven that we're marriage material yet? I'm perplexed. There is no new news, so why are you so pressed not to propose to the same people who previously populated your plantation for less? And yes, for so long you've tried to tie us up, but now it's time to tie us down. You sold us on this, America, and you stood your ground. So now we're just trying to see the dream that you deemed so supreme. So when we said, yes, we're ready to tie the knot, we weren't talking about into a noose. We wanted you to give us our freedom ring. But you wanted us to suffice as this nation's sacrifice. And I guess you've gone cold feet because lately you've turned all your attention to ICE. Something isn't right. This relationship has gone toxic. You've watched us suffocate in silence for so long that our kids don't even recognize us. You know, the other day, I overheard our son, Emmett, telling ghost stories to all of his brothers on how it feels to be a black kid in America, where a whistle might as well be considered an airborne suicide note, where your death can turn ironic because your body can be possibly thrown into a body of water, tied to a sink just to see if it floats. His brother Trayvon chimed in and said, make sure you take off that hoodie before you walk out that stove. And be careful what you buy, because it can be mistaken as a gun. An Arizona tea can be mistaken as a gun. A stick of gum can be mistaken as a gun. A bag of Skittles can be mistaken as a gun. And in fact, it did, because it was never about the color of the rainbow. It was always about the color of the skin. Excuse me, Trayvon, can a toy gun be mistaken as a gun? Tamir, put your hand down. Tamir, put both of your hands up. Put down the toy gun. Yield your life. Don't try to fight. Don't try to run. Don't act hysterical. Don't act belligerent. You're only 12 years old. Amazing wrote a list poem that you won't ever get to experience, especially if those bullets travel through your lungs. Do you want to die forever young? Do you not want to be able to live? Don't you want to one day grow up to be able to tell your kids? That's enough stories for tonight. I need you all to get your rest. America, don't you see how you've affected our lives? You have our kids given instructions on suitable ways to survive. They are literally out here telling people how to live based on the way that they died. I don't think we have the restraint to remain in this relationship. I'd rather us be sad and lonely because you've left us more holy than matrimony. So we no longer want to be engaged to you now. We're no longer fixated on being a fiance or spellbound on being a spouse. So now, when it comes to us, I will show them that you are nothing that they need to fear. And if you ever... No. Daquan Johnson, how did you get here?
Okay. All right, I see what this is. I see what this is gonna be. Okay. All right. Okay. We finna get to that. Hey, Dr. Eric Curry, you back in the building. What's going on?
Hey, I'm back in the building, man. It's been a struggle with this signal, but I'm back. Can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you loud and clear, man. Look.
I'm gonna keep the camera off just long enough just to make sure we're good on my signal and I can hang in there and give some ratings and comment on the poetry. But what I just heard was fire.
Okay, man. Look, did you get to hear Oso Poet?
I did not.
Okay, man. Look, man. Look. Man, look, it was fire. But look, we're gonna go ahead and get to the judges, man. Look, and we're gonna see what these judges gotta say, man. Look, hold on, Dr. Curry, man. We got you. Okay, let's go ahead and start with Nation. Hey, what's going on, man?
What's
Chicago in the building.
Chi-Town in the building. Nation's face.
Man, look, tell the people who you are, where you from real quick, because, you know, we halfway in the show, probably got some new viewers. So, hey, tell the people who you are.
Nation's face. Big fake nation's the most. Chicago, born and bred. I'm an artist as well. Loving this poetry life.
Okay, okay. Look, we're gonna start with Oso, man. You have any words for him?
That was a decent, nice poem. Damn, I like the shortness and the point to the woman. That was cool.
Okay, okay, okay. Let's go ahead and get active, man. What you have for penmanship?
I gave him a 4.5.
Okay. What you have for impact?
I gave him a 4.3.
Okay. What you have for believability?
I gave him a 4.3.
What you have for substance?
Gave him a 4.7.
And what do you have for delivery?
I gave him a 4.8.
A 4.8. Let me go ahead and add these points up real quick and see what he came away with. Okay, that is a 22.6. Appreciate it, nation. Let's go jump ahead and go with True. What you thought about his poem?
Yo, true. That was flame, my guy. I like how you incorporated the guys that passed away for the mistakes the others made. Let's get to it.
Hey, let's go. What you have for penmanship?
5.
What you have for impact?
5.
What you have for believability?
A 4.5.
What do you have for substance?
A 4.7.
What do you have for delivery?
A 5.
And that is a total score of 24.2. Man, shout out to you. Man, let's go ahead and go with Lyrical Q. Lyrical Q. Hey, it's been a couple matches. Remind the people who you are, where you from, and what you do.
Lyrical Q, Fort Worth, Texas. I am in school and I love writing poetry.
Okay, okay. Man, look, we're gonna start with Oso. You have any words for Oso?
I liked your poem. It was short and to the point, but it also, was a lot was said just in that space that you utilized. And I think you did really good.
Okay, okay. Let's go ahead and jump to the points. What do you have for penmanship?
I gave him a 4.
What do you have for impact?
I gave him a 4.
What do you have for believability?
I gave him a 5.
What do you have for substance?
I gave him a 5.
And what do you have for delivery?
A 5.
Okay, okay. That is a 23 from Lyrical Q. Let's go ahead and go with True. Any words from him? Or you want to jump into the score?
Never ceases to amaze me. You have been the top runner in this competition for a reason. You have solidified your spot because you do not you got this go hard or go home mentality, and your metaphors and the way that you just you'll perform, how you just set all your punchlines up, and just lyrically you're the bomb, dude, like for real. And I'm not even gonna hold you. I gave you straight 5s.
Straight 5s from Lyrical Q. We in the building. Let's go with Empress O. Empress O. Hold on, let me see. Is she still here? Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Look, let me bring her up real quick. My bad.
I'm here.
My bad. I didn't know you would drop down. Hey, we here. Man, look. Tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do once more.
Good evening, people. I am Empress O, the Cali Texan, raised in the Bay Area, down south, kicking up dust, doing some holistic spoken wellness. You can also catch me on Netflix on Mo season 2 and see what it is.
Okay, man. Netflix and chill on her, man. Look, it's time to get active, man. Look, we're gonna start with Also the Poet. You have any words for him, or you want to jump right into the score?
Yes, I do. Also, the bold words, they definitely ring true for you and your crew. And I love how you started with that, recalling the lovely painted picture, the whole 9 yards. You put me directly in that space, and I was on the bayou watching you guys get down. So I appreciate that. Just a lovely slice of poignantly lovely and sad poetry, because the end kind of gut punched me, but I get it, and you were true to the title. So thank you.
Okay. Empress O, let's go ahead and get into these scores. What do you have for penmanship?
I gave him a 4.7.
Okay, 4.7. What do you have for impact?
A 5.
What do you have for believability?
A 5.
What do you have for substance?
I gave him a 5.
And what do you have for delivery?
I gave him a 4.8.
Or 4.8. And that's a total score of 24.5. 24.5. Let's get active. Let's go ahead and jump with True. You have any words for True, or you want to jump right into the score?
Bye. Woo. Okay. I'm not gonna. I'm just saying, bro. You have me all over the place in my soul. Gosh. And I apologize. I cannot see your name on the score, but my fellow judge already mentioned that knot into a noose that hit my soul and speaking on everybody. And it was never about the color of the rainbow, but the color of our skins, and just incorporating everything. Like, if you know, you know. The first thing I thought about was reading Rainbow, and how, even that was used to manipulate. Oh my God. You are freaking okay. I'm trying not to cuss y'all, but ooh, I want to.
Talk heavy, man.
Right,
Look.
right. Like, if it was a concert and you're on stage, you would get the pretty panties. That's all I have to say, lyrically speaking.
Okay, man. Throw them panties, man. Look, shout out to you, man. Look, but hey, let's go ahead and get into this scores real quick. What do you have for penmanship?
Come on, y'all. 5 across the board.
5 across the board. What are we talking about? 25. Okay. Man, let me go ahead and jump to Oso, man. Fire. Short and sweet. Like that. When you jab and quick ones, pat, just to get up. Yeah, man. Look, them short, quick ones might do the job, might get a little knockout, man. Look, the poem was fire, man. Look, let me get straight into the points, man. In penmanship, I gave you a 4.5. In impact, I gave you a 4.8. In believability, I gave you a 4.8. In substance, I gave you a 4.5. In delivery, I gave you a 4.7. And let me add those points up and give you exactly what the story is. And that is a 23.3. All right, let's go ahead and go with True. Oh, man, they've been blowing your head up like it's a hot air balloon. Like, I'm gonna cut you down because I ain't think it was that great. I think it was I felt like it was a couple of work that could have been done. I could have did it better, but hey, this is True. We talking about True. We here for True. But man, look, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna stop the trolling, man. It was fire. Like the misdirections, like fire. Like when I talk about writing and crafting your material and showing the art form and also breaking it down and making it like it's a strip. No, you're just not saying your poem, just saying words. You're acting out the flashlights. You bring it in content. You're showing us a picture, and and like I said, like, man, it's remarkable. It was fire. So I gave you all 5s for me. It was fire. I gave you 25s. So let's go ahead and add these points up And let's see who came away with the dub today. Let's get active. Okay, I mean, you know, we got people but in the back. So look, Eric Curry. Not to take anything away from you, because you know you heard his poem towards the end. What you thought about it? Let me get your thoughts on it while we add these points up.
I put something down in the chat that Noose Freedom Ring bar was fired. I really thought that was dope, and then the makeup of the poem altogether was really well put together, and the delivery was really good. But yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, man. Fire, man. Look, I'm still adding these points up. You know, my fingers kind of slow, but you know, they be working sometimes. But we gonna get active, we gonna get straight to it. Okay, 325. Okay, I see it. So we go ahead and tell these points. Also, man, look, you came away with a 93.4, a 94, a 93.4. And True, you came away with a 99.2. A 99.2, man. Shout out to True, shout out to Also, man. Any words, True? Any words coming from you from the winner of the victory of round number 2 in the playoffs?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Oso. Hey man, thank you for a great battle. Thank you for just coming prepared. Like amazing piece, brother. Amazing piece. Glad that we were able to have that battle. To the judges, thank y'all for not just scoring, but actually telling why you scored and what was good for you and what wasn't. But I appreciate every single one of y'all. Appreciate Poetry Life League, The Pen is Fire. Y'all know what it is. Living legend.
Hey man. Hey, Also, hey, great poem. Hey, short and sweet. Hey, man, look, any words?
Oh man, just want to say all praises to the Most High. Again, brother, it was an honor and a privilege to go head to head with you, man. And to all the judges, I appreciate the critique as well as the consideration. With all that being said, if you hadn't gotten a copy of my book, A Poet Speaks, Words Defined by Time, you can go on Amazon today. As a matter of fact, right now, and so into my purpose. With that being said, thank you again.
Okay, man, that was Also with bold words, true poet, living legend in the building, man. We off to the next match, man. Y'all already know what it is. Poetry Life League with a pen and sick. We out. But we ain't out. We on to the next match. Let's get active. So our next match that's coming up is we have Shorty Rock versus Lady Crucible, aka Spitfire. We in the building. Okay. Let me drop these poets down. Let me bring these poets back up. We got Shorty Rock. Let me drop myself. Okay, we got Spitfire in the building, man. Hold up, man. Look, I think we got enough judges. I can sit back on this one, man. We got Empress O, we got Nations, we have Lyrical Q, we have Dr. Eric Curry in the building, man. One of his own representatives, Shorty Rock from Diagnosis in the building, man. Shout out to the coach, man. Look, it's time to get active. It's time to represent. Y'all know what time it is. It's Poetry Life League. We in the building. Okay, let me go ahead and get these judges up real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and get active. Okay. We in the building, man. Look, Miss Rock, tell the people, I already, gave half your name, but tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do, and what team you represent.
All right, I'm Shorty Rock out of North Carolina, representing Team Diagnosis. I am one of the captains. I am the captain also of Team Diagnosis, and self-published poet with the pen and sick with Poetry Life League. Yeah.
We in the building. Hey, Spit, tell the people who you are, where you from, what team you represent, and what you do.
Hey, this Spitfire the poet, representing team captain of the Red Dragons, raining out of Chi-Town, putting my boots on the ground today. Let's get it.
Hey, let's get active. Let's get active. Hey, let me go ahead and flip this coin. I'm gonna go with Shorty Rock. What side of the coin you want? Heads or tails?
Heads.
It's in the air. It is heads. Who you want to go first?
Spitfire can go first.
Hey, Spitfire, you know what to do. It's gonna be on you. But let me ask you a question before we go ahead and jump into your round real quick. You had 2 prompts. What prompt did you choose to go with?
Let's just say I'm going with the last will and testament because I was inherited the silence.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get active. Spitfire, Lady Crucible, it's on you. Let's go.
Inherited silence as an heirloom. Not a room of peace, but a tomb where the truth was entombed too soon. So my silence stayed silent, silently fighting. They willed me the steel in this will, that cold steel, this stillness that sits in my chest, where the screams won't spill. The family tree got branches of roots with rotten secrets, where the quiet moves silently violent. My inheritance wasn't wealth. It's welts from words never spoken, that chokehold of moments where the throats stay closed and the souls stay broken. I grew up where silence was survival. The quiet got louder than rifles and rivals, where pain learned patience, waited in basements with dust in its lungs. Silently suffering sons became guns with no safeties or tongues. My legacy left locked in my esophagus, barricaded, buried where breath should breathe. See, the bars I spit are my scars split open, silently leaking what was inherited to me. This silence came with stipulations, and is duly noted to whoever receives my remaining breath. If my voice gets buried, let the dirt learn my dialect so the worms hear words they try to suppress. Divide my silence among the dead apologies. Leave a piece in the lungs of the liars that whispered forgiveness silently. Letting the weak inherit the whispers, snakes inheriting the hiss, the rage inside my quiet. It belongs to me, and I got the guts to admit it. Inherited silence, silently, that violent quiet that riots inside my ribs. A will full of stillness, and stillness means still when kill is hidden. Inheritance, interest in every intention they never expressed. The tensions of mentions suppressed in the confessions that slept in their chests. Silently sentenced me, deafening sentences serving in verbal prisons. So I steal the silence like the steel in a still, then stand still. Cause silence got weight, carrying heavy under street lights. Think twice, witness vanish. Now it's a silence crowded with the words that panic. I hear it breathing in the ceilings at 3 a.m. That inherited humming under the floorboards. Quiet seconds feeling like confessions. My screams buried in the drywall. Silence grew teeth, chewing on the truth till it disappears. Crawling through my conscience, scratching the back of my skull from the inside of fear. Learning that silence became a silent rage that grew vicious. Barrels with rounds spinning soundless in chambers. So when I break quiet, it ain't poetry, it's generational anger. And to whoever inherits what's left of my breath, baby, remember, silence ain't quiet. It's the screams they strangle, grief in a chokehold, and violence in coffins. And if this inherits, Inheritance, reach you, break it before the silence inherits you too. Spitfire.
Okay, Spitfire. Shorty Rock, it's gonna be on you. Hey, before you go off, what prompt did you choose to go with?
Y'all can hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. I went with Ghost Instructions. It's in the chat, TK.
Okay. I see it. Okay, I just wanted to hear your voice say it. My bad. Shorty Rock, it's gonna be on you. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
I don't see you. I see your picture. I
You'll
don't
see
see
me.
you. All right, it's gonna be on you. Let's go.
Before we begin, do something for me. Something very simple. Close your eyes. Take one slow breath. Hold it. Let it go quietly. Now slowly open your eyes. Good. Now listen. Traveler, night holds directions meant for careful listeners. Stand where you are. Look toward the place where my voice comes from. Imagine a long hallway stretching forward. Old floorboards creak beneath careful steps. Lantern light trembles across faded paths. Painted eyes seem almost awake. Carry a map inside your mind. Crooked lines lead toward hidden gardens. Turn towards that narrow stairway. Climb slowly beside silent stone statues. Do you hear it? Do you hear water? There is a fountain. Somewhere ahead, moonlight spreads across marble grounds. You hear that? Leaves rustling. Long shadows rest between forgotten flowers. Pause beside the fountain. Look down into still waters. Reach out. Not with your hands, but with attention. Feel the space around you shifting. Good. You are following well. Now listen carefully. These directions never came from a living guide. No warm hand to give you that map. No breathing companion walk beside you. The voice you hear belongs somewhere else. Long ago, a heartbeat stopped beneath these stones. Long ago, footsteps faded from this path. Yet something remained, a whisper, a memory, a presence, and you. And I wander these halls, an echo of lantern light, guiding travelers who never realized they were being led. And tonight, you followed every instruction. You breathed when asked. You looked when told. And you walked this path inside your mind, which means something very simple. For these few moments, you listen to a ghost. Soon another traveler will arrive. Curious, quiet, listening. Someone will need to whisper these instructions again. And the voice they hear might sound very familiar. Because the moment you followed my instructions, you crossed into my world.
Okay, 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 okay. Fire, fire, fire. The judges have a hard job to do today. I'm glad I'm not judging. Shout out to the judges in the building, man. Let's go ahead and get activated. Go ahead and get to it, man. Look, we're gonna start with Dr. Curry. We're gonna start with you since you in the building, man. Look, we're gonna start with Spitfire. You have any words for her, or you want to jump into the score? What do you want to do?
The words that I have for her is I love her cadence.
Mm.
I love how I was kind of expecting her to go fast, but she slowed down, but she kept that cadence throughout the entire delivery, and delivery was really really well put together. I love the flow of the poetry all together, and I thought she did a good job. So yeah, let's jump into the points.
Okay, let's go. What do you have for penmanship?
Penmanship, I gave her a 4.
Okay. What do you have for impact?
5.
What do you have for believability?
5.
What do you have for substance?
5.
And what do you have for delivery?
5.
And that is a 24 from Dr. Curry. Let's go ahead and jump to Shorty Rock. Any words for Shorty? Or you want to jump into the score?
Yeah, I got a few words. I love how she delved into the character behind the poetry, and she really set the scene for what she was trying to convey, to bring people into her world so she can take them on a journey by painting a picture. That you did a fantastic job with that.
Okay, okay. Let's go ahead and get into these numbers. What do you have for penmanship?
4.
What do you have for impact?
5.
What do you have for believability?
4.
What do you have for substance?
5.
What do you have for delivery?
And a 4.
And that is a total score of 22. 22 from Dr. Curry. Let's go ahead and go with Lyrical Q. Lyrical Q. Let's go ahead and start with Spitfire. Any words for her? You want to jump into the score? What do you want to do?
I think that she did really well. Like the doctor was saying, her cadence to me is always on point. Her deliveries is like consistent, and her metaphors have always captivated me. So we can get to the score.
Okay, what do you have for penmanship?
For penmanship, I gave her 4.8.
A 4.8. What do you have for impact?
For impact, I gave her a 5.
What do you have for believability?
Believability, I gave her a 5.
What do you give for substance?
For substance, I gave her a 4.7.
What do you give for delivery?
5.
Okay, let me add these points up real quick and see what she came away with. Let's go. So she came away with a total score of 24.5. Let's go to the next poet. Let's go with Shorty Rock. Any words for her, or you want to jump into the score?
I like that she actually like this. This felt like a performance. Like she put everything into this. Her whole, the costume, the setting, I liked how she drew me in like that. And it's just at moments there were when I had to I close my eyes because I just wanted to see the picture that she was painting with her words. It was very vivid, and I'm a fan.
Okay. Let's get into these points. What do you have for penmanship?
For penmanship, I gave her a 4.
Can you repeat that for me?
A 4.
Okay. What do you have for impact?
Impact, I gave her a 4.5.
Okay. What do you have for believability?
Believability, I gave her a 4.7.
And what do you have for substance?
For substance, I gave her 4.5.
And what do you have for delivery?
She got a 5 for delivery.
A 5 for delivery. Okay, and that comes out to be a 22.7. 22.7. Appreciate you, appreciate. Let's go ahead and go with Nation. Nation in the building, man. Let's go ahead and start with Spitfire. You have any words for her, or you want to jump right into the score? What do you want to do?
Man, Spitfire, that was real nice. I appreciate your cadence. I appreciate the storyline. That was dope. But let's get to the score.
Okay, okay, okay. What do you have for penmanship?
I gave her a 4.
What do you have for impact?
I gave her a 4.3.
What do you have for believability?
I gave her a 4.
What do you have for substance?
I gave her a 4.4.
What do you have for delivery?
I gave her a 4.5.
4.5. Let's see what that equals. That comes out to be a 21.22. Man, I ain't gonna hold you. In high school, I really ran a 4.4. You know what I'm saying? You know, 4.43. Man, look, I was quick on, but I didn't run track. I hated track. But I had a little speed. I was speed demon back then, man. But that total score come out to be a 21.2. Man, let's go ahead and jump to Shorty Rock. Any words for Shorty? You want to jump into the score?
Man, Shorty, I love the theatrics. It really drew me in. You know, I got a vivid imagination, so I was just sitting here in the story. Let's get to the scope.
Okay, let's get to it. What do you have for penmanship?
I gave her a 5.
What do you have for impact?
I gave her a 4.7.
What do you have for believability?
I gave her a 4.7.
What do you have for substance?
Gave her a 5.
And for delivery?
I gave her a 5.
And that is a total score of 24.4. Appreciate you, Nation. Let's go with Empress O. Empress O, it's on you. Let's go ahead and start with Spitfire. You have any words for Spitfire, or you want to jump into the scores? What do you want to do?
Yes, I have words for all of these lyrical beasts tonight. Spitfire, I really truly love and appreciate that whole pain waited with patience with dust in its lungs. That's a long time. Wow. You just stuck it to us this time. I really appreciate that.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get into these points real quick. What do you have for penmanship?
5.
What do you have for impact?
5.
What do you have for believability?
5, because it's very relatable and it's very real.
What do you have for substance?
5.
And what do you have for delivery?
4.5.
A 4.5.
Yes, and I saw and appreciated where you made a correction, and it wasn't just one correction. It was just the flow. I appreciate the message. It was just the flow, and you're a beast, but that's why you're here, so you can perfect your craft. That's all. Otherwise, 5 in my soul, but technicality.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go with Shorty Rock. You have any words for Shorty Rock, or you want to jump right into the score?
Yes, Shorty Rock, you definitely created a very intriguing atmosphere. I didn't know where you were going to go with it, but I appreciated that you put forth that effort. Your sound, it was a little bit muddled at first, and then you spoke up some, and that wonderful maniacal laugh at the end just definitely put that pin in it like, yes, that's that piece.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the scores. What do you have for penmanship?
I gave her a 5.
What do you have for impact?
I gave her a 4.5.
Okay, what do you have for believability?
I gave her a 4.8.
And what do you have for substance?
I gave her a 5.
And what do you have for delivery?
I gave her a 4.8.
A 4 point what?
A 4.8.
A 4.8. Okay.
Yes,
Sorry, I
sir.
didn't hear you. Okay,
No, no, no problem.
that comes out to be a 24.1. Let's go ahead and add these points up and see who came away with the dub today. Let's go. Hold up, that ain't right. Let's get active. The silence of the score. It is intriguing. Welcome to the Poetry Life League, where the pen is sick, where you don't need no pen or silly, but the pen is sick. Okay. Come to get these scores. Okay. Let's go ahead and get active. So look, we're gonna start with Lady Crowswood, aka Spitfire. Dr. Eric Curry gave you a 24. Lyrical Q gave you a 24.5. Empress O gave you a 24.5. Nation gave you a 21.2 with the total score of 94.2. 94.2. Let's go with Shorty Rock. Dr. Eric Harry gave you a 22. Lyrical Q gave you a 22.7. Empress O gave you a 24.1. And Nation gave you a 24.4 with the total score of 93.2. And Spitfire come away with the win today by a point. Man, shout out to the Red Dragons, Diagnosis in the building. Man, Spitfire, you have any words? You're on mute. I can't hear you. You're on mute.
Hey, when I stay low and keep my head down and stay out the way, this is always the outcome. So I see y'all next week.
Okay. Shorty Rock, any words from Shorty Rock?
It's all good. Next week I get to go meet Obi West, so have fun.
Okay. Shorty Rock with Diagnosis, Spitfire with Red Dragons in the building. We on to our next and final match of the playoffs, man. It's trying to get lit. It's about to be fire. We have Dope Female, we have Purpose, Living Legends on Living Legends, man. It's about to be a good one. Hey, let's go ahead and get active. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. We in the building. We got all the judges in the building, man. This is our last and final match of the day, man. Shout out, man. It's time to get lit. It's time to represent. Y'all know what time it is. Living Legend time in the building. Man, let me go ahead and let y'all introduce yourself real quick. Hey, Queen, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what team you represent. You on mute. Can't hear you.
I definitely know how to work this by now. My name is Sherry Purpose Hall. I am from Kansas City, Missouri, and I am a living legend.
Living Legend in the building, man. Dope. Tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do, and what team you represent.
My name is Sophie Miller. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm representing Living Legends. What's up, Triple H? Hey, Triple H. Let's get this
Okay,
ready.
okay, we in the building. We in the building. Man, we're gonna go ahead and go to the coin toss. Purpose. What side of the coin you want? Heads or tails?
Let's go for heads.
Oh, it's in the air. It is heads. Who you want to go first?
My sister.
Hey, dope female, you already know what it is. It's gonna be on you. Hey, let's go ahead and get live. Let's go.
Let's go. Flesh of my flesh, thee, air that I breathe, thee. Line of my life from the day I conceived, so for him I would run because he is my son, and my heart beats for him like the sound of the drum. She's the flesh of my flesh bond, air that I breathe bond. Line of my life bond from the day I conceived bond. Beat of my heart bond, I'll lay down my life bond. I would do anything for her because she is my daughter bond. How dare you? How dare you stand bold and unbothered on the very ground that breathes the flesh of my father's father and drip the milk of my grandmama's breast? How dare you? And how dare you turn your back on those that sacrifice their backs so that you can reach back to give back, baby? How dare you? And how dare you disrespect the melanin in your skin just to blend in with the Europeans who stole the souls of our old, bucked our men and raped our black women, baby? How dare you? And how dare you disregard the woman who gave her life in sin so that your black ass could live without any hesitation? How dare you? And how dare you look down on our seniors who were beat down because their skin was brown, treated as misfits so that you could sit, stand, kneel, or however you see fit, so that at the end of this day, you can unapologetically say, Mama, I graduated, and although you didn't ask to be here, my dear, you see, I gave you the very best part of me. I gave you the flesh of my flesh, thee, air that I breathe, thee, line of my life, the keys to my history, so that your black ass can be free, to one day rewrite a legacy with the understanding that you could never be without my story, my bloodline, my testimony, my legacy. Oh, baby. You see, there's nothing more that I want than the very best for you, but not at the expense of losing you. Not to them, but because you've been blinded by society's definition of acceptance, baby. You have most definitely lost sight of you, the wars that were fought, even the lives that were bought, the blood that was shed for you and your sister to lay your fucking head. How dare you? You see, I'm going to sacrifice my life so that you could be the next Booker T, Maya Angelou, Marcus Garvey, Michelle Obama, even Nikki Giovanni. But baby, please, don't forget this dope ass Shaq G, you see, because my love runs deep. And this covenant, I'm going to forever keep. So to deny you is to deny me, and if asked, if I would do this shit all over and over and over again, I would say most definitely. Why? Because I give my life completely. Shaq G, come walk with me.
Okay, dope female. That was dope. Hey, look, Purpose, it's on you. You already know what to do. Let's go in and get active. Let's go. Just to let you know you're on mute.
Beige. It's all beige. The walls, the bed, the beep. Neutral's supposed to be comforting. The steel-plated rolling cart and I are sterile cold. We are one and the same, both used for holding things that hurt like sharps to administer various substances. Neither of us knows what we will be used for today. It's like we are secrets right out in the open. I'm sure the cart has a better idea than me. It's the same one that's been in here the entire time. The patient has lung cancer, among other ailments. I, on the other hand, am slowly being injected into this strange set of family, most who've never overtly claimed a blood connection, some who never knew. I stare at the oxygen machine, the tubes. I'm a kindling. He motioned My feet floated. Regret rolled down his cheeks before it leapt from his lips. A curse I never thought could be spoken. He said, I'm sorry. I only wanted to take a drag off the cigar a little longer. Didn't ask for the ashes. Didn't want the cherry to fall out. I never meant this thing to be so messy. I looked at his wife. She looked beige-ish, warming. I'm so sure she asked him to stop smoking before, to stop tangling with so many old flames, which is to say, I know she knew he was setting all kinds of things on fire. And here I was, a residue, a debris, the remnants of a smoke session, something that was never quite cleaned up, always a little bit messy. I told Susie I didn't want another thing to clean up after. Told her to get rid of it. He continued. Did this man just tell me he told my mother to? I kept looking at him, knowing I was the ash he attempted to blow away. He looked at me, eyes burning. The wind blew me back in his face. It made me wonder, when fire burns, is fire on fire? Like, does it hurt to be so much burn that you feel your own sting? Because I have burned California forest fires for years. Does he not know I am purposed? Does he not know how dope of a female I could be for his family? Had he not made me an arson of his own image? Am I not just ashes now? Because what's wrong with me? That I feel nothing, said nothing, stood there like a corpse, a cart, as he set all his decades of unsaids on me, apologizing more and more. I'm sorry for making your life so hard. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. The beige that was supposed to be the comfort of the room became distorted. The family he was injecting his truth, me, into were various colors. White hot became a flare. She and her walker turned hell on wheels, became a running fire, blazing a trail right out of that room. Sis, bluish purple, turned accelerant right behind her. Other sis sitting, yelling after them, yellow mingling orange, and I frozen cold, still gray. Don't have the words to say because I've been a fixture, a secret, out in the open over 40 years. A thing people set their troubles and sharps on, finally acknowledged as someone's daughter at the side of a father's deathbed. Inheriting the silence that kept me a secret in plain sight all these years.
Okay. Good timing. Like, I'm glad I ain't gotta judge this. The justice, man, look, y'all have a hard one to judge. Man, look, I'm gonna start it off with Empress O. Empress O, what's going on? We're gonna start with Dope D.
Baby. Yes. Well, your name suits you, dope female for sure. How dare you? At the end of the day, how dare you, baby? And of course, that blend in, whoo, yes, being a Cali Texan, having to deal with that code switching and folks just really not knowing where the lines blur and like keep it real. We are not at the office. I feel you. Girl,
Really?
keep writing, keep that pen high, and keep teaching the next gen. I'm big on that. And we know what we know, but if we don't pass it on, what are we really doing with the rest of our time here while we got it?
Look, that is a fact. That is a fact. Man, look, let's go ahead and get into these points real quick. What do you have for penmanship?
Penmanship is a 5.
Okay, what do you have for impact?
A 5.
What do you have for believability?
Definitely a 5.
What do you have for substance?
A 5.
And for delivery?
A 4.8.
A 4.8. And that is a 24.8. Let's go ahead and jump to purpose. Any words for her? You want to jump right into the score? What are you going to do?
It's purpose, yes. That whole father losing his mind and speaking on the ears of whomever that child was, be it you or whomever, is so relatable. Having been a child who was divorced by father on bended knee, I get it, baby. Yeah. I want to know if that fire we feel is burning us as well. I still would like to know. So that was very poignant. That was a soul jerker. I appreciate you for sharing your truth or whomever's truth that was. Thank you for setting it out for the world to chew on, for sure.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the points. What do you have for penmanship?
I gave her a 5.
Okay, what do you have for impact?
A 5, especially with the hospital beat.
Okay, what do you have for believability?
Can we give a 10? A 5. Okay, 10 minus 5.
Okay. What do you have for substance?
5.
And for delivery?
5.
That is a perfect score. 25 for Empress O. Let's go ahead with Lyrical Q. It's Women's Month, ladies first. Lyrical Q, what's going on?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, shout out. We're gonna start with Dope Female, man. This is a great match for Women's Month for this month, man. Shout out to the women, shout out to all the ladies supporting Poetry Life and all the women poets out there, man. Shout out to them. But look, it's on Dope Female. What do you have to say?
Man, kudos. Hats off. 3 snaps in a circle. Whatever. Just you did that. You did that. That was a really dope piece. And what I love actually about both of you ladies is that y'all perform and y'all put y'all all into your pieces and you just draw everybody in. And literally I be hanging on to your every last word. Like it just goodness, I'm a little jealous. I even go I just y'all, yeah, points 5 across the board, and that's for both of them.
Oh, okay. We ain't even got to go through all the other. Okay, I feel you. 25 from both. Okay. Women's Month. Shout out to the ladies. Give it up for the ladies. Okay, let's go ahead and go with Dr. Eric Curry. Hey, man, look. It's time to give it up for the ladies. We're gonna start with Dope Female. You have any words for Dope?
It was dope. And I believe that on purpose, you probably saved the best for last with this battle. And this felt like one of them welcome to the playoffs. Hear everybody else. And we decided to bring our A game. So I'm just gonna keep it 100. I'm giving 5s across the board for everybody today.
Okay.
So we're gonna make it hard for you over there to total up all these points.
Okay.
But yeah, for Dope, 5 across the board.
Okay, and for Purpose?
And for Purpose, she brought the house down. She was last, but she made a statement with some of the other poets that have gone today. What are we? We're almost 2.5 hours in. If she's been watching the entire time, I felt like she took all that energy and she said, "I'm here." So hopefully everybody was paying attention because she made a statement today. So 5s across the board with her as well.
Okay. 25. Now, last but not least, we got Nation in the building. Chicago, stand up. Nation, what's going on?
What's going on?
Man, look, we're here to get your points. You're the last judge. Let's go ahead and get into it. Would you have any words for Dope Female? Like I'm excited. This is crazy. Okay, man, calm down, TK. Calm down, TK. Okay, cool, breathe. All right, Nation, it's on you, man. Dope Female. You have any words?
Man, I love the way she brought Dean across the table. It wasn't just a poem; it was a melody. I love how she put that out there. That was dope.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into these points. What do you have for penmanship?
Penmanship, I give her a 4-5.
A 4.5. Okay. What do you have for impact?
Give her a 4.5.
What do you have for believability?
Give her a 4.
What do you have for substance?
Give her a 4.9.
What do you have for delivery?
I give her a 4.
And that is a total score of 21.9. 21.9. Let's go ahead and jump to purpose. Any words for purpose?
Purpose, that was nice. I can't even get into the detail on my emotion behind how you put that down. That was nice.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the points. What do you have for penmanship?
I gave her all 5s.
Okay, all fives across the board. Hold up. I think, okay, hold on. I don't know. Let me use this calculator. Let's go ahead and calculate these points up and see who come away with the dub today, man. Let me calculate, man. Look, it's too many points up on the board, man. But like one thing I gotta say, man, this is living legend ish, man. But before I give these points out, I want to bring up True. True has some words for his teammates, man. The captain, number one in the league. True, it's on you.
Yeah, to both of the ladies, I just want to first say I love y'all. Absolutely love y'all. And then to follow up with what I just said to the ladies, I absolutely hate y'all. My goodness. Y'all just put on a god dog on battle. And when I say I can't be prouder to be a team captain of the Living Legends. Each and every living legends absolutely showed out tonight, and I'm so proud of y'all. Great job, no matter the outcome of this. Like, definitely battle of the night by far. And both of y'all deserve to move on. If you ask me, I don't care. I don't care what the rules say. Y'all absolutely showed out, and I thank y'all. Thank y'all for that performance for real.
Most definitely, most definitely. Shout out to True, the captain of the living legend. But let's get into these points real quick, man. Look, purpose. Your points was easy to calculate because everybody gave you 25 across the board. So for the total score of 100, the first 100 in the playoffs. Shout out to Purpose, man. Look, the queen is in the building, man. Let's go to Dope Female. Dope Female, Dr. Eric Curry gave you a 25. Liquid Q gave you 25. Empress O gave you a 24.8. And Nation gave you a 21.4 with a total score of 96.2. Purpose, you come away with the dub today. Living Legends in the building. Dope Female. Hey, Purpose, you have anything to say?
First off, thank you, Dope, for
No problem, baby.
always making everyone rise to the occasion. Like, just
I
period.
appreciate you, baby.
Period. You don't go against Dope unless you Dope. Period. Second off, that is my real story. And I was in the hospital in 2023 with my father. And I just now wrote that, and I'm grateful I got through that without crying. My head hurt, but I got through it without shedding the tears. So I'm grateful for being pushed to do that.
Man, most definitely, most definitely. Dope Female, any words from you?
Inherit silence, baby. Inherit silence.
Hey man, dope match, man. Match of the night, match for like, man, I don't know. This might be the match of the playoffs. I don't know. Y'all went in, y'all gave it. Look, I mumble. I can't even say any words. Like this was top tier. When you talk about top tier poetry, top tier matches, this just go down for probably one of the greatest matches on Poetry Life League. Man, I'll shout out to both of y'all, dope, amazing poets. Man, look, y'all already know what it is. Poetry Life League. We in the building. It's time to go to the third week of the playoffs, man. Look, we are here, Poetry Life League, man. Look, judges, do y'all have anything to say before we leave this graceful stage?
Blessings,
Y'all are
blessings,
dope. Keep
blessings, and keep our
pressing.
pen working.
Thank you. I wish you all the best. Bring it home, Triple H. I'm giving it. Listen. Do what you got to do, baby. It was a pleasure. I feel
You
like
still in the game. Don't female, you still in the game.
Yeah, you're not eliminated. This ain't no elimination because you won
Oh,
last week. You
oh,
ain't in the
sheesh.
second chance.
Oh, shit.
You ain't in
Nobody
the
told
second
me
chance.
nothing.
Come on now,
Ain't
look.
nobody told me nothing.
Nah, you ain't in the second chance bracket. Now you come on now. Thank you,
Sheesh.
judges.
Look, living
Bring that
legend, we
fire
in the
back. You're
building.
welcome.
Look,
Yeah,
this
you on the main
was
card.
great. Like, man, for all the judges, what did y'all think about this weekend? All the amazing talent y'all get to experience.
Fabulosity, baby. It fuels the poetic fire and you keep me going and you give me great things to share with my patients. I bite no one and always give recognition, but you fuel such creative fire you just don't know. It keeps me from killing wayward neighbors. I promise you, like y'all doing God's work over here. So leave me alone with the technicalities. I am who I am and I'm going to judge because I was asked to be in this mother. So relax. Ain't no hater over here.
I would like to
Look,
say something. I would like to say something. Mama Sita is an amazing poet. She is fucking phenomenal. I'm sorry, freaking phenomenal. And I love you with every fiber of my being, Ellie. You have the most passion, and I love that about you. Keep writing your pen, keep bleeding, because there was a lot of emotion in that piece, and I was listening very intently. I don't think I could have done it the way that you did. You are freaking phenomenal, and hats
I
off
want
to
to
you.
shout out because I've been doing work. I've been in workshops and I've been reckoning with myself, honey. It done took 3 years to get to a point where I could even write that.
Right, I appreciate you.
It hurts.
I'm sure.
I'm just
look,
grateful.
look, man, I didn't get to ask the judges. Now, I don't get to ask y'all a lot of times, like, how difficult is for y'all to come up with these scores, and because this some of these matches was elimination matches, so I mean, y'all scores, pass the people to the next round, and some of y'all scores exit somebody out. I mean, how difficult it is to sit in y'all seat right now.
Hate being in the judge's seat, to be honest with you. Like I love watching everyone perform and hearing all the different genres and just everybody's flow is so different. And so it's kind of it's like I love everybody in a different way or for different reasons. So in my head I have to think about now, step outside of your love sometime, Nikki, and try to make sure to still stay
Absolutely.
with it. I just I love poetry, so I love to listen to everybody, and I feel like everybody brings something different to the table.
Man, most definitely. Eric Curry, what about you? How does it feel to be in this judging seat?
That's not an easy job. For one, we're responsible for giving our critique on the things that we hear and what we see. And sometimes I understand that with us being
You wanna
human
go, bro?
beings, some people may not receive it the right way. Um, but what I will say is, regardless of what scores you may have gotten, regardless of whether or not you won or lost a battle today, or what that looks like for you in the future, this is a competition. We've been doing Poetry Life for a few years. So along with it being a competition, it's also a celebration of poetry itself. So we're trying to highlight the art, and at every turn, anybody that's brave enough to stand in front of a camera and say their poetry in front of God knows who, and then wait around for somebody to give you a score about it, you've already won. Um, so with someone having to win this competition, everybody that has participated has already won, because we're doing
a great work here and a great service with keeping poetry alive. That's what Poetry Life is all about. So I appreciate everybody that performed today. The poetry, you did an amazing job. Whether you won or you lost, you got the high score or the low score. Not everybody can do what you do. And you should take that to heart, and know that the people that are responsible for this league is extremely appreciative of what you do, and what you have contributed to this platform. So thank you.
I gotta give a shout out to my captain.
Yeah.
He is. Can he come up? True, are you there? Is True there? True where is he at? I gotta see it. Is True here?
No.
True. Is he not even in the building?
No, it's only 7 people in here, and TK.
Okay,
and
hold
Patrick.
on. Give me a second because I gotta let him. He has to hear what I gotta say. True he has never. Let me get him on the phone real quick. If y'all don't mind, give me one moment. True.
Do what you do, man.
He's probably listening. I don't know, but he should be listening. Come on, True, pick up, baby. True has always been a support for me, and whether he's not gonna pick up, he's probably busy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll just say this to you all. True gonna give you the truth regardless, good, bad, and different. He is always, every time I would call True, he was always there. If he wasn't right there at that moment, he gonna make sure he calls back. And I sometimes wonder who he can depend on if he needed to, because he's always been my shoulder. He's always been the one that I can actually reach out to and shed a tear to. And I've never, there he is right here. True. Told you. True.
What's up, dog?
You're on. I have you on speaker with the people on the panel. I wanted to shout you out real quick if you didn't mind.
Oh, for sure.
So I want to thank you for being a tough coach. Not only a tough coach, but a fair coach. I sometimes wonder who you can lean on in any event that you had to have a shoulder to lean on, because you've always been my support system. And I want to thank you for pushing me, even when I thought I was doing a bomb job. You're like, no, I'll bring it again. Try it again. And I want to say thank you, because you have literally stopped me so many times from quitting. I was the habitual quitter. I would quit every week.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
And one day, I think it was the moment when we had that panel of the undesirable panel that I saw the judges. I said, no. And so when I saw you as a top poet, one who is unboxable, when you went up in there and you said, fuck, I'm gonna do it anyway. I said, I'm gonna follow my coach like he did. I'm gonna mirror what he did, because at the end of the day, it's not about who's there, it's about delivering. And you really set the bar for me. So I want to say thank you for everything that you've done and what you've been to me. So thank you, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate you for always showing that appreciation every opportunity you get. And man, I'm just, I'm showing you a mirror. Like, you are who you are. You are a phenomenal poet. Phenomenal poet, and I won't ever back down or tell you otherwise. I just know what you're capable of, and I always just want to bring the best out of you, because for real, you're one of the best in this league, and you show it every week. So you just keep being great, and fight out of that second chance bracket. Fight. I need to see you in Texas.
Okay, I got you. I want to say thank you again. Appreciate you so much.
For sure.
You got something to say to him, Triple H?
True knows what it is, because we all talk at least twice or 3 times a week.
And we're gonna talk as soon as it's over with.
Because we gotta laugh about it. We gotta laugh.
Absolutely.
If there's nothing to keep the cortisol levels down and the morale high, we gonna laugh. And I think that's what we can depend on. And I love that about.
And we're gonna need it after a heavy night of that poetry.
All of our
goodness. Y'all put y'all souls and on the line, and y'all let the world hear it. So appreciate y'all.
We know I'm finna act a fool after that poem.
Absolutely. I wasn't expecting this.
So thank you for everything.
For sure.
Thank you, True. Love you, Triple H.
Look, y'all got me over here crying and stuff, tears. Like, y'all is too
heavy.
Y'all just too emotional right now.
Can I say something?
It was a battle. It most definitely was a battle.
That sounds like amazing.
And hey, I just wanted to come say excellent work, ladies. So I gotta give some flowers. So if you don't mind, dope female, I gotta do this. I've seen the work you have been doing ever since we walked into that hospital room. So Sherry, I am proud of you. I know that we have been back and forth in the discussions about some of the things and the work and the healing that you've been doing. And to watch you do that tonight, I couldn't be more proud. Not just as your man, but as a peer and as a friend and everything else. I'm proud of you.
Don't make me
Dope
cry
it.
live.
And I see you over there, Rogue. I'm gonna have to start calling dope female Rogue because she definitely brought that with that energy.
That was that rogue energy, wasn't it? It's one of my favorite X-Men. So yes. Let's talk about X-Men. We ain't crying on the live though. Oh my God.
Look, y'all so mushy, man. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to all of y'all. Poetry Life League in the building, man. Shout out to everyone that came and show up, man. Week 3, it's gonna be a crazy one, man. Look, I did have a promotion video, but some difficulties, but I will put it out right after this so y'all can see the amazing video I put together for this week. But until then, man, shout out to everyone. Shout out to all the judges, man. Shout out to all the poets, man. It's Poetry Life League where the pen is sick. Until next time, y'all already know what it is. Let's go.
I gotta give an acronym.
Oh, she gotta give her acronym.
I got a acronym I
It's all
want to use.
good.
It's the word success. Success stands for showing up consistently, changes every single struggle.
Okay,
I like that.
okay. Talk heavy, talk heavy. Look, I haven't said it was a battle in a while, and that most definitely was a battle. Shout out to y'all, man. The battle of the look, that gotta be the battle of the week or the battle of the month because that was crazy. Man, shout out to both of y'all. It had to be Living Legends. Shout out to Living Legends Squad, man. We out.
Peace out.
Later.
City, I want to hear quality music, and it ain't nowhere you can get quality music unless you come mess with Audio Heaven, baby. If you want to get your music heard the right way, hey, the pretty girls love Audio Heaven. Hey, the speakers love Audio Heaven. And you can't have no fun, young, without no money, young, boy. $75 an hour, man. You can go over there with them boys down the street. They be hooking you up for $40, and you gonna hear them creaks in your music beat. Hey, I'm talking to you. Yeah, the one up there trying to record on Bad Lab. Hey, you better come get right. Audio Heaven or nothing. Let's go. Let's hit that stump there. Get it. I'm talking about from top heavy hitters, Pooh Shiesty, YTB Fat, Rob 49, Tory Lanez, Trap Boy Freddy, and many more, man. Tap in, Audio Heaven is the only place to go.
Get the money with you or with your not. Get the broken with it with the pot. Your corn, I invest up in the stock. Left everybody went straight up to the top. Don't care like me or like me not. See the I spin the block. Ain't gon' stop till see them all drop. Grave your field, yeah, I see the plot. Grave your field, yeah, I see the plot. Ain't gon' stop till see them all drop. See the I spin the block. Don't care like me or like me not. Left everybody went straight up to the top. George Corn, I invest up in the stock. Get the broken with the pot. Get the money with you or with your not.